Welcome. This is Jake, the SuperMarioPoke, and today we have more Pokemon TCG Online. Right now we're searching for an opponent. I'm using a deck you have not seen yet. It's a deck that relies on a small amount of energy. It uses Raichu, Mewtwo EX, Landorus EX, and Garbodor. So like I said, this functions on little energy. The reason why it does is Raichu, Buffalant, which we have to start out with. And we have an interesting hand. But Buffalant, Raichu, and Mewtwo all use colorless energy. And then we have fighting energy for our Landorus EX. We're going to go ahead and use this. And just in case he goes for an N, I'm going to place a muscle band onto Buffalant. And he wakes up, so he'll be able to retreat. If he doesn't, I'll take my first prize. The nice thing about this is he is at 30 health, which means I can take him out with my Landorus EX once I get one. So he's going to drop a Mewtwo and a Mew. We'll just go ahead and look at those right now. X-Ball, 2 colorless, and then we have Mew, which basically will be useless if I can get my Garbodor up. Well, not useless, it'll be 2 prizes for me, but he goes for the Polaris. And lets his Pikachu die. I get my first prize, which is a Raichu. That's a bummer because then I'm gonna have to discard it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Juniper here. That's unfortunate, but it happens. Here I do get some stuff to drop down. I'm going to put down a fighting energy and then go for the Gold Breaker, take my second prize of the game, which is a Shauna. That's a really nice draw for me because I don't want to keep on Junipering all these cards that I'm going to need later in the game, but I don't want to put myself at 4 cards and allow him to grab what he needs. Now he goes for the counter Mewtwo, and this is scary for me. So I'm going to drop a Muscle Band onto Mewtwo and then go for the Shauna. Shuffle my hand back and draw 5 cards. I don't get the DCE, but I do get the heads. And I'll drop Pikachu, and then I'll put a Muscle Band onto Pikachu and then end my turn. He wakes up. He can do some damage to me. He won't be able to kill me. If he drops one more energy on Mewtwo, that'll be 160 damage. Because it's super effective, and I'll still be able to, I did my math wrong somehow, but anyways, he can't kill me, which is what's important. I still don't get anything of real use, but I do get a switch, and here I'll grab a Trubbish, and this switch is really nice. It'll allow me to save my Mewtwo. I'm going to put out Landorus. Landorus can tank a few hits, and I'll end my turn here. This Lysander will let me grab Mewtwo EX out and attack it with my Mewtwo EX once I have some more energy on it. But he's going to evolve his Eevee into Leafeon. Which basically means I don't want to put too much energy on everything. He goes for Lysander, takes out my Mewtwo EX, and will grab his first prize. Now, he is at 80 health, so best case scenario, I can do 50 plus the 30, which would make it 80, but that would require me to draw 1 out of 26. And I have a better chance of getting a double colorless energy, and I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and how do I want to do this? Okay. I will go for... Oops. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's see if he stays asleep. He does. So he'll die to poison if you can't switch him out. That was a misclick gone great. I was going to Lysander out the Leafeon and poison that and then kind of just sit and power up my Landorus. I missed an energy attachment. And then he goes for Juniper. Let's see what he gets. He gets a level ball for Raichu. And come on. I'm really short on energy right now. I only have 2 in the discard. I've already taken a lot of prizes. He gets another level ball, grabs a second Raichu, I would assume maybe. Or another basic. He gets Sigilyph. That'll be annoying to deal with because of Safeguard. But I do have Garbodor, which will be up soon. He wakes up, but he's going to die, and I'll get my next 2 prizes. That's important because I needed some sort of trainer. And I get the double colorless energy. What I am going to do here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is where it's kind of up to debate. He has no retreat cost. I can't do anything to Sigilyph. So I can either choose to waste a turn or try to get something out. Mew EX has a 1 retreat cost. Raichu has 0. Leafeon has 2, but I'll only be able to do 40 damage to it. I'll be able to do 80 damage to Mew EX and then take it out with 2 attacks from Landorus later, which will secure my last 2 prizes. My other choice was to go for the Pikachu, which then if he didn't evolve it would be a cheap prize, but working towards killing the Mew will allow me to take 2 prizes, which is better than 1 prize. He actually attacks me here, which I don't understand. He should have gone into Raichu, but we'll take him out. That'll be the game, and we'll queue up for 1 more. We get a mystery box, which is a single coin. So we will play the same deck 1 more time and see what we get. I questioned his attack at the end there, but he probably didn't really have much left to do. We're going to play against Zeds, and he will go first. Shows me his hand. I don't get to actually learn too much from it, other than the fact that we both run the same stadium. Here, the safer play is to start with the Pikachu. And then I'm going to go for Mewtwo. And I would like to draw a card. He drops his Mewtwo. Drops a Float Stone. DCE. And goes for an N. Okay. So I can drop down some Pokemon. And I'll place my first energy onto this Mewtwo. I'll drop down Burbank City Gym and then go for Juniper. I lose a switch, but that's okay. I get some good draws. And I am going to put a Muscle Band here and put a Float Stone onto Bouffalant. And I'm going to retreat into Bouffalant and end my turn. So this is weak this is really weak if he uses his Siren, which destroys all my tools. But if he doesn't, I'll be able to just soak up some damage with him. This is more of a revenge killer anyways, and it costs 2 energy attachments. He drops down some of his stuff, goes for the laser, gets the heads, puts me to sleep, and he'll be able to do 40 damage or 20 damage to me. And then hopefully I wake up. He'll actually switch into Landorus, and I do wake up, which is really nice for me. I'm gonna go for my hypnotoxic laser. I don't put him to sleep, but DCE. But I'm going to retreat into I'm gonna retreat into my Landorus, and then I'm going to not N. Instead, I'm gonna just hold where I'm at. I'm in a good position. He didn't have an energy attachment that turn, which means he was sitting. Now he's going to N, and puts me into a new hand. He drops down Reshiram. I'm suspecting that this is a deck that's basically built off of fairy energy. And he passes, so maybe some key cards of his are trapped, but I'm going to drop down Trebush. And I don't really need to do anything else here. I'm going to Skyla in order to grab a... Do I want Juniper or do I'm going to grab an Enhanced Hammer. And I'm going to Enhanced Hammer... do I want to take... Which double colorless energy do I want to take? Mewtwo is what I'm targeting down right now. So I'm actually going to take this one down. And I'll go for a Hammerhead and keep stacking more damage onto that Mewtwo EX. Here I'm going to take my first 2 prizes, and I get my Garbodor. As long as he doesn't end again. He's already used, once it lets me look, he's already used, oh my gosh, let me click, he's already used 2 ends. And now he goes for Super Rod, puts his Landorus EX back into his deck, and goes for a Juniper. And drops a Skyla as well. Here he gets Keldeo EX, so many forwards, and a Darkrai EX. His deck will be severely weakened once and here's the Megaphone. Okay. His deck will be weakened once I set up my Garbodor, which I will set up on this turn. Here I'm going to discard N, and I'll discard a Bicycle. And let's see, do I have my other... I don't see it. No, so I'll grab a Muscle Band, and I'll put that onto Garbodor. It's not ideal, but it's what has to be done. Here I'll go for Shauna. Get a new hand. He has 110 health left. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 80. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 100, not 110. Oh, right, but it's super effective. But I can't switch out. So I don't really have a choice here. I'm going to go for Level Ball. I'll grab Raichu, put down Raichu, and this is risky, but I'm going to go ahead and put my DCE attachment now. And actually, I'm going to put a Fighting Energy here, and then go for the Hammerhead. Do 30 damage, and then I want to do 30 damage to... I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and put it onto... not him. We'll put it onto Darkrai. I don't want to put it on him. It'll make his Outrage stronger. And this will make it easier for my Landorus to take out later. I'm going to lose my Landorus on this one. Yeah, there's that special energy. Polaris. Grab a lot of cards. That's okay. I still have my N in case he goes for some more prizes. Luckily, this is useless right now because of this, but I know he has another siren in here somewhere. The name of the Startling Megaphone. It basically takes off all my tools. He takes that back because he knows his ability doesn't work right now because of my Garbotoxin. And we'll see what he drops down. It's weird seeing, I assumed this deck would be with the Prism energies, but also have the ability to move Fairy energy around. And since Prism energy is technically Fairy energy, if it's on a basic type Pokemon, he'd be able to move all that around. But it looks like it's a different style of deck. He decides he will set it down and pass. So I'm really close to the kill on the Mewtwo. I'm going to put this DCE onto Raichu. I only have one muscle band in the discard. I forget if one is prized or not, but I'm going to go for the Skyla. It's not prized. Do I have a switch though? I do have a switch. I'll go for the switch instead. And switch into Mewtwo and take out his Mewtwo with mine. I could also go into Raichu, but I want to save Raichu. And the X-Ball will take him out. And I'll take my second two prizes, so my third and fourth prize. His Darkrai EX with one more energy can take out my Landorus EX, but I think that's okay. Because then he's at 140. If I go for another Skyla and grab the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resisted, so 480, 110, and then 140 if he doesn't retreat, but he would. Yeah, here's the third energy. He drops down a Landorus EX. And he will do 90 damage to my Mewtwo and 30 to my Landorus EX and take it out. Hopefully I draw it into my Landorus EX. That would be the best case scenario. I don't, but what I can do. Okay, I'm going to Skyla. I already know my other Landorus EX is in here. I'm going to Skyla for an Ultra Ball. And I will get rid of my N and an energy. N won't help me too much out more anyways. I'm going to grab Landorus, set him down, place an energy on him, retreat into Landorus, go for the Hammerhead, do 60 damage, and then I will do 30 damage to his Landorus. And it is now, the ball was in his court. I can take this out with my Pikachu now. I can take this out with my Pikachu. These ones I can't. Well, I can take this out with my Pikachu, but these three Pokemon I can't. But there's no energy on him, and he's running a lot of special energy. He has 2 DCEs in the discard and 3 out here. And these require energy attachments. He probably won't attack with Keldeo. He's probably using that for utility because if you placed a Prism energy on it, it could go in and then retreat into something by using his ability, but that won't work because of Garbotoxin. He places a DCE onto Keldeo, which will allow him to do 50 damage. He still needs Prism energies or Rainbow energies in order for them to count as water. Or, and blend energies or, water energies, anything that counts as a water energy. And yeah. So here, I can't retreat, which is unfortunate. And he knows he needs to take out my Pikachu. I'll just go for another Hammerhead. and put the damage onto his Landorus again. In hindsight, I could be putting that damage onto Sigilyph, because if my Pikachu's dead, then Sigilyph will be a big problem. But now he's at 20 health. If he retreats into something, he needs a Prism Energy onto this still in order to kill. He goes for a Max Potion onto Darkrai. Ooh, gets the Prism Energy. That'll take out my Landorus. And now I'm at the will of the top decks. Now I do have a path to victory here. I'm going to send in Raichu and see what I draw. I draw N. Here I'm going to N. He has a huge hand, so getting rid of that is nice. And I'm going to start putting energy onto my other Mewtwo. And attack with Raichu, it'll do 80 damage. Leave him at 90. Nothing else right now can attack, so he's going to want to attack. This will do 100 damage to my Raichu. And, okay, he has the energy on this Landorus now. But I have a good chance of drawing into DCE or something to help me get my DCE. And with a DCE, that'll be 4 energies, which will be 80 damage, 110. If I get something that allows me to draw multiple cards, and I get a Garbotoxin, and which I have 2 left of, and a DCE, which I have 3 left of, then I will win the game if he comes in to take out my Raichu. So now he'll take out Raichu, and then put the 30 onto this Mewtwo. So I have to win this turn or else he'll win. And what do I draw? I draw an energy, which is not enough, unfortunately. I'll do 60 damage, and he'll be able to take me out now. So that was a close game. Not quite winning this one. He goes for N, I guess just to see what I would draw, and here I do get the Juniper. But he'll take his last prize. Close game. We spin the wheel, we get another present. And we get a Smoochum. It's like the 3rd one I've gotten. This card doesn't, it's out of rotation, but it's a nice little card. But that will be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and let me know in the comments if there was anything you think I could have done better in that game. It was pretty close. I could have made some better decisions, maybe not gone all in by discarding that N, but it is what it is. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.